Yo, what up, money? Be right there. Just gotta get this YouTube vertical going. All right, there we go. What up, Richard? MB, what's up? How's everybody doing? Wait, Money, what are you talking? Are you talking about the 9800X 3D? The 9800X 3D is better than the 7800X 3D. That is without a doubt. It's been out for a decent amount of time now. There has been plenty of testing to prove that. Not by me necessarily, but by the PC community. We'll give it a minute here. Let people start rolling in before we really get started. How you doing, MB? Will it go well with the 5090? I mean, it's the best gaming CPU on the market right now, so I would hope so. Build a PC this summer. Do you think a 12400 KF and a 7800 XT is good? I would not get a 12. I mean, I don't know that the 12400 is not a K model, but I would see if you can get like a 13th or 14th gen Intel if you want to go Intel. But personally, I would go with like a Ryzen 5 7600 or something like that, or 8500 instead of Intel. With that GPU, that's a good GPU. Yo, what up, Lee? Saw an ad for no cable PC, and here you pop up building one. Oh yeah, these are pretty cool, man. I mean, there might be some cables visible from the fans, but besides that, it's a zero cable build. It's pretty cool. All right, should we talk about what's going in here, because it's a pretty sweet PC build. So we've got an i9-14900K in here. We've got the Asus TUF BTF 4070 Ti Super, BTF motherboard, which means the 4070 Ti Super does not have any power cable external connected to it. It gets all of its power via the motherboard. We've got the really nice Lee Hydro Shift CPU cooler. It's that one over there. This is the Lee Edge 1000 watt power supply. 3 terabytes of total storage, all of which is Gen 5. Then we've got a 48 gig kit of RAM from Team Group, a bunch of Lee fans, and then we have the Lee 011 011 Compact Vision Compact. Words are hard, okay? Think about upgrading from your 4080 to a, I mean, yeah, you could. The 5080 is roughly 10%, 8 to 10% better than the 4090 was without any DLSS and stuff. But good luck finding a 5090. I mean, I was able to get a few through like business contacts on release day, like a couple 5080s and a 5090, but I'm still struggling to get more. I'm obviously not going to pay $5,000 on eBay for one, but yeah, they're surprisingly hard to find. All right, let's get started on the build. And I did accidentally not order enough of these Lee fans, so I ordered a couple more today, but it'll be fine. We'll throw them in later. This build is actually going to be one of the 2 PCs we have for Loot Fest that's going to be used for creators to stream from while they're at Loot Fest, and then Richard, who's the customer, is going to get it after that. Yeah, I would say, yeah, if you can wait a few months, then like you'll probably get it. I'm interested to see like if they're going to have a decent amount of stuff in stock in the next like month or two, or if it's going to continue to be like this, and then they'll have to do like the 30 and 40 series where they did like raffles and stuff in order to buy it. Yo, what up, Lackey? How many cables are in this PC build? I don't know. Quite a few. You just won't be able to see them. Most of them. You won't be able to see them. Brian Fancy coming in with subs on YouTube. Bitsker Singer, I'll come in with you subs on YouTube. Thank you. Micro Center doesn't have them either, man. Micro Center on launch day had like each location had less than 10 5090s for the entire location. So I mean, Micro Center is nice, and they do typically have stuff more so than a lot of places. Even they were not able to get them. That's how terrible that 50 series release was, man. Yeah, it's crazy that people were sitting outside for 3 days just to get a chance to build one, and then most people didn't get one. I'm gonna leave that foam on there so that we don't accidentally damage any of the the ports on the back. Get all these peelies off here. When building a PC, do I need a fan hub or RGB hub? It really depends on what you have in your system, you know. Okay, don't see any more plastic peels. Cool. Yeah, bearded. It really depends on what you have in your system. Like a lot of fans can either just connect natively to the motherboard for RGB and they can like daisy chain, or they'll come, like if you buy like a 3-pack or whatever, they'll come with like a hub if you need that. There's so many different options out there that I can't really say yes or no. I need to grab one of these frames. Almost forgot. TikTok, I don't know what's going on. I tried to go live today on TikTok, and the like where I would normally click like live creator studio, it just took me to like their like info page. So I think they took away my access somehow, which is crazy because I just used it like within a week ago. I'm waiting to, I sent in a note into DSP to see if they can figure out what's wrong, but I haven't heard anything yet. Okay. Let's get our CPU in here. Built a PC in 2001, played Half-Life. Let's go. Is that the last time you built a PC? Ooh, thank you, Richard. TikTok's been treating you well? Nice. Yeah, I mean, I get a few viewers on TikTok. It's not a lot, but, you know, it definitely, I think, has helped my regular videos by doing live streams on TikTok, so hopefully they'll give it back to me. So 14900K. Ideally, we would have been able to go with like either the new Core Ultra series or an AMD like AM5 CPU, but they don't have any support for motherboards with the BTF like no cable thing, and that was one of the big things that Richard wanted in this system. So going with a little bit older, I mean not old, but like older hardware right now, with the intention to upgrade down the road whenever that AM5 stuff becomes available, which they've like kind of committed to doing, but you never really know. Facebook gaming is dead, man. I started on Facebook gaming. I was there for a long time, but yeah, Facebook gaming is kaput. Unless you're just trying to like continue to bring people over from Facebook to your other platforms, there's not really much reason to stream there anymore. Can I build you a PC if you pay for it? Sure. You can go to my website, redneckengineer.com, and fill out the custom build form. or check out one of my pre-builds. I haven't updated it yet for the 50 series because I don't have 50 series stuff in stock just yet. I got a couple of 50 series GPUs, but not no extras yet. So as soon as those are available and in hand, or at least on order, I will update my pre-builts to have 50 series in them. The heck? I lost a bolt already. Oh no. It's a very necessary bolt to continue with this build. Where did it go? Just like flew off my screwdriver. I didn't even see it there. Oh, there it is. Disaster averted. Got it. Okay. You've got $8. Yeah, you can buy a fan maybe. Start my build soon, just trying to get all the info I can. Got a pre-build in 2019. Time for upgrades. Oh, nice. That'll be fun. Yeah, building your own PC is pretty fun. Oh yeah? I haven't built in this case yet. I've built in other, like I've built in the standard Lee & Lee 011 Vision. I've built in several of the other Lee & Lee 011 cases, but this is my first time building this one, so I'm glad it was a good experience. I'm really interested to see what it feels like building with the BTF board. All right, so we got our CPU in there. Let's start getting our storage in. Okay, get that on there. How we doing, Ghost? It's good to see you. I have not built with the Lee & Lee Edge before. There's not a ton of customers that are willing to like spend the extra money to get one, you know? Although it would have been probably really nice for my last build. That LandCool 207 case, I think would really benefit from having the Edge or like a Corsair Shift or something power supply. They're also kind of hard to find. Like they're just not in stock all the time. Let's make sure that's the right one. That looks good. Yeah, me too. Like both the builds we're bringing to Loot Fest this year are awesome. So I think people are going to be pretty excited to see them. Yo, what up, Zana? We're just building the PC for a customer. This one actually is going to go with us to Loot Fest this year. It's going to be one of our streaming PCs, and then Richard will take it home afterwards. All right, another 2 terabyte, another Gen 5 SSD. So we're gonna have some wicked fast data transfer. Yeah, hopefully everyone else will be excited about them, as excited about the PCs as we are. Go. Will it look good? White case, all black components. Yeah, I've actually done that before with like a white case and then the interior was black and vice versa. And I think both of them look pretty good. And you know, maybe I just have a particular style that I like, but I really liked the look of that, to be honest. It's hard to line these up when you can't see anything. There we go. Bored for 2 days, got no one to talk to. Need to make some friends, Ghost. What up, Stony? How we doing? All right, there we go. We're building a BTF zero visible cable build today. And then this one is gonna be one of the 2 PCs we take to Loot Fest this year. All right, so we've got all of our storage in there. Let's get our RAM in there. This is a 48 gig kit. Storage in here, we've got a 1 terabyte Gen 5 SSD from Team Group, and then a 2 terabyte Gen 5 SSD from Crucial. So they're both from Micron, so basically the same sort of product. 4070 with an 11700K. I mean, your 11700K is gonna bottleneck you, I'm sure, at this point, but definitely workable. Am I doing a giveaway? No, I'm not. This is a customer PC, bought and paid for. What up, Mr. Rainbow? How we doing? Probably have friends there, probably ghosting them. Ooh. Ghost has friends that are ghosting him. I see what you did there. Okay, let's see what the mounting kit looks like for this, for the CPU cooler block. $11,700 will bottleneck the 4070. Yeah. 4070 is a pretty powerful GPU. The 11700 is getting pretty old at this point and slowish in comparison to the newer products that are out there. That's cool. Okay, this looks like it's got 4 bolts there. I wonder if this has any bolting onto it at all, or if it just, you slide it on, then you bolt the CPU cooler block to it. So that's kind of what it looks like. Is there any informations in here for me? No? No? Wow, no manual at all. Nothing whatsoever. I mean, like, my assumption would be these are for the 11700. Or sorry, 1700, LGA 1700. Wow, there is 0 information in here at all. Right? I didn't throw it out. Oh my god, I took it out immediately and already forgot about it. Guys. Your sister's getting a pre-built. Nice, Zach. That's a nice little budget gaming PC. Yeah, Deepcool's still banned in the US. Should you get a 4060 with a Ryzen 5? If you, that's like a good little budget system. You have one friend, IRL, I got a girlfriend now. Woo woo! Your friend's ghosting you? How dare they? All right. Hatfield says he's still killing it with the 11700. Let's see. So these are for LGA 1700. Let's see if they're captive at all. Oh, they are. Okay, cool. Perfect. So we can stick this on here. right? So this is gonna slide onto the back, just like that. And we'll stick it down, so give you a little push, just a little push. Back in our foam there. And then these seem to be exactly the same on both sides, so I don't think there's a problem there. Yeah, there's no. Okay. I have one quick question after my BIOS keyboard. Don't work when the Windows starts. They work in the BIOS though? That's an interesting problem. Will the 7700X bottleneck a 5080? I mean, you could probably squeeze more FPS out of it with a better CPU, but I think it'll still be a good combo. Okay, all that stuff is good. This is for AM5, so we definitely don't need that. Does this come with pre-applied thermal paste? Does not. Okay, thank you. That's for our tubes. All right. And we'll keep this over here for now. Okay, so that's everything that goes onto our motherboard. Why my potatoes PC doesn't display if I put a CMOS battery, but it will work if I took the battery off the motherboard. That's something I've never seen before, Faisal. Broke down Ryzen 7800X3D with 47 Ti. Oh, that's a great build. 3600 with a 2060. Hey, if it's still games, it's still good. Okay, so there's no, it has cables, they're not visible. Yeah, it's a beautiful motherboard, for sure. Very beautiful. What's the best GPU you can get for a 5600X? A good GPU for the 5600X would be something like a 4060 Ti, maybe like a 7700 XT. You could get like an Intel Arc B580. They still have some like performance issues with like those older CPUs, but I feel like it might get fixed in the future with driver updates. But the B580 is much cheaper. Okay, just take all this stuff off. Still pop off? There we go. Okay, we shouldn't need to take this front panel off, so we should be good there. Okay. If that doesn't work, Mr. Rainbow, Richard posted the specs up above. I don't know why it wouldn't, but it should. The guy with the keyboard problem has to do a driver update. That could be it. Looking at getting a laptop for gaming. Should I get a workstation? I mean, do you move around a lot, Seth? Like, do you need to have a laptop? Because if you're wanting to like get good gaming performance out of a system, price to performance wise, a laptop is not really the way to go. Okay, cool. That's all fitting in there nice, real nice. Oh, there you go. It worked that time. Okay, cool. Why? Why does this need tape to hold it closed? Lee and Lee? Why? GPU in this build is going to be a 4070 Ti Super from Asus. Kiro, no, I'm not. Not gifting it to you, sorry. Yeah, Richard, you're going to have to fight Richard for it. I don't even think payment would work. You're going to have to fight him for it. I heard CPU pins are yummy. Nom, 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 nom. Eat the CPU. Sorry, it's already installed. I do move around. I want to use it for college. Oh, I gotcha. Honestly, I would I would not get an eGPU, to be honest. I would find a good laptop that has a discrete GPU in it. So many bolts, so little time. Okay, let's double check. Leon Lee usually uses the same mounting bolts for the motherboard all the time, but let's just double check. Screws for motherboard mounting, cool. Done. Say 1, 2, 3 and 4, 5 and 6, 7, 8. I dropped it. 8 and 9. The rest of these bolts can all go back in here for now. Might use these white zip ties though. You come back out here. You have a 1660 Super 750 watt power supply and a 5600X. I mean, it kind of depends on your budget. Like a 7700X XT would be a good spot for you, or a 4060 Ti. Your CPU probably would hold that back just a little bit, but you know, you can upgrade one and then upgrade the other down the road. If you had $100, how would you start flipping? I would see if I could find, like, if you're talking about PCs specifically, I would see if you can find PCs that are like broken or not working for like really cheap, and then start fixing them. Tried the all-white build years ago. It was horrible finding all-white parts. It's not that hard anymore. Like, it still can be a little bit harder to find, like GPUs especially. But the rest of the stuff isn't too bad. I think the demand for them has gone up a lot in the last few years, and so companies have started making... Ooh, that's deep. I have to get my iFixit out here to do all these. Is it bad that you have a 6750 XT with a 5500? No, not necessarily. I mean, you could probably get more FPS if you got a faster CPU with that, but wouldn't call it bad. The best technician to ever live. Whew. That's a lot of pressure. Okay. Yeah, it is an LTT screwdriver. So she's about to upgrade from a 10 with a 730 to a 5500 and a 4060. Nice. That will definitely be an upgrade. All right, there we go. So our motherboard is fully mounted. Now, I get to start plugging stuff in. Let's get this guy out of the way. I'm gonna switch you guys to that one. Switch you guys to that one. This one upside of the vertical stream is that you get like a big picture of front and back versus the horizontal stream doesn't get that, but oh well. Oh well. It's Lazy Susan time. Yo, what up, Zach? I'm doing good, man. How are you? The cooler? I mean, it's on the floor right now. Probably like third best? I'll take that. That feels way less like I need, it feels less pressure for me, you know? How old is the MSI 3060 and a 5700X 3D pair? I mean, the 5700X 3D will like really outpace that 3060. Best combo for a, there is no such thing as a budget 4K gaming PC. By necessity, to game at 4K, you need pretty high-end specs. So I would say there is none. The limit does not exist if you're a Mean Girls fan. Okay, I gotta take these out for a minute while I fiddle fart around down here. Yes, that's a technical term. Yeah, no visible connections. Obviously, there's still cables, but it's more fun to say that it's a zero cable PC, and it gets people asking about it. All right, front panel connections. That is gonna be right up here. It is nice that they kind of kept things in the same spot as normal, just on the back side. Okay, then HD audio, got that. It's gonna go down here. We'll fish that through these guys here. It's a trap! Loosening up these cable ties a little bit so that I can fit stuff through them without having to undo and redo them for every cable. Cheapest parts combo that will do 4K gaming. I mean, something similar to this, like if you go with something that's slightly older gen, like a 14900K right now is like under $400, and then you could get a, I mean, you're gonna need like a 4090 or 4080. I mean, if you can get a 50 series card, you could do that, or an AMD like 7900 XTX. That's what I would suggest. I mean, it's gonna be multiple $1,000s, like even just in parts. And you need to get a good motherboard, good amount of RAM. Plastic. Did they flip this? Did they flip this on me? Usually the thick side goes on the bottom. Oh, looks like it's right. I think I'm just afraid to really push on it. No? Okay, let me get this out of the way for a second first. They did flip it. Jerks. Normally on these, the there's a thick side and a thin side on this cable or on this connector, and normally the thick side is down and the thick side is on the top. They, in all their wisdom, changed that. Okay. You're just in the way, sir. Okay, got that. Okay, those guys will pull down here. And we'll do something like that. I have to sneeze. Oh, maybe not. I thought I did. Yeah, this is a BTF motherboard ghost. What up, Wiz? Followage, 1 year, 10 months. Let's go. Ragbolt hit 11 months of subscribing. Let's go. What up, Charlie? How we doing? 4K gaming is bloodletting. Richard Hessen, do you have friends to share? Should you get a 47 Ti Super locally for $850 cash? I mean, if it's basically new, that's not a bad price. Definitely cheaper than a brand new one would be right now. All right, so there's all that stuff in and roughly cable managed. It's weird that I'm just working in the back right now. Let's get our fans in here so we have a better idea of where all that's gonna sit. Oh yeah, so Richard, what I was telling you about, so see this space back here? So my original thought was we would put the hydro shift here, and then the cables, like the tubes, like either run through back here or up here. But yeah, we're gonna put it on top. So that was my original thought. I probably should have ran that past you, but it's okay. How many calories in a GPU? Nobody knows. Seems like it'd probably be a lot. Current build is a 1660 Ti with a 3600. Getting old, bearded. Getting old. But that's a pretty solid upgrade path for you to do the 5700X 3D and then get a decent GPU. I think that'll be solid. Yeah, 850 is definitely reasonable for that GPU. Yeah, 5080 is a great choice for that if you can find one. Yeah, 5080 could do 4K as well. Uh, 47 Ti Super. Oh, it's still sealed in the box? Oh, bet. Yeah, I would do it. Is my camera flickering for you guys occasionally?
Can the tubes on the hydro shift be moved?
Okay, got all that. Grab one of these. we got that. Let's twist these feet off because they don't add anything to the beauty of the PC. We don't need them. Where's our space gonna be for this controller? On here, maybe? So we'll have these on the bottom. Well, these here, those on the bottom. And then one's on top. I mean, we can mount the controller maybe up there. All right. I'm gonna put this, I think I'm gonna put this on top just so that this cable is hidden pretty well. Specs. I don't know if Botrix is working over there. I think Richard is still watching. Richard, if you can paste the specs in the YouTube vertical chat, that'd be incredible. I checked out the G-Skill LT1 case. I have not. $70 for no fans. I mean, that's not unheard of. Like for the nicer brands. I mean, it's nice if they do give you fans, but it's not totally the end of the world. Because a lot of people end up replacing those fans anyways. There is no Twitch stream. Normally I would be on Kick, YouTube, and TikTok, but TikTok for some reason like took away my access apparently in the last week. Or at least my access to like my live stream key, which is really annoying. So I'm gonna take that up with DSB Media and hopefully they can get it fixed, but I didn't feel like waiting to figure it out. There's another, you can go to Kick or there's another YouTube live stream. If you go back to my channel, you will be able to find both live streams, the vertical and the horizontal. White builds are so clean. All right, Dr. Beamer. How are you doing, dude? Can the tubes on the hydro shift be moved? You mean on the on the thing itself, like on the radiator itself? Yo, Mr. Rainbow coming with 5 gifted memberships. Let's go. On the radiator itself, not so much. They're kind of tucked in like that. So yeah, putting it on the side would have been. Well, I mean, we could take that all out. We can take this piece off and redo it, but yeah, I think the way we decided to do it is the right way. Is the Hyper 212 e-waste in 2025? I mean, no. It still works on like budget, on some like budget CPUs like Ryzen 5s and stuff. But I prefer to go with like a thermal right for like 18 or 20 bucks instead of the Hyper 212 these days. Trucking along, excited to come meet you at Loot Fest. Oh, you're going to Loot Fest this year? Let's go. All right. There we go. All those fans are in, spinning. And we're gonna run this right to the back. First PC build was a success, booted right up. Hey, let's go. Oh, and you installed the B570? I haven't tested that yet. I have one here. I just haven't had time to test it. What up, MJ? But yeah, I really want to test it out with like a build, like a budget-friendly build, like B570, B580, and then the 4060, and just see how they all kind of compare to each other. All right, let's install our bottom fans. Okay. Let's get our fans here. Oh, gotcha, I see. I mean, yeah, if you don't have to spend any money on it, and if you don't have a higher end CPU, it's fine. Yeah, Richard's gonna be there too. He's gonna be helping me out at the booth. Last year he was there. He brought his fam there. It's pretty great. Designated stream PC for $1,200. That's not bad at all, man. Did you get an internal capture card for it too? $12700F. Yeah, that seems like it would be fine, especially since you're not doing gaming stuff on it. I would think it would be fine. Elgato 4K 60, let's go. I rock the AverMedia Live Gamer 4K, but I know a lot of people have the Elgato one as well. Can't play without Ethernet. I mean, a lot of games require internet access these days. Yeah, this is gonna be one of the stream PCs at my booth. This one, and then I have a sleeper PC that'll be there as well, which I still need to build. Okay, let's put these guys together. Okay, so it's gonna go like this, and then we're gonna put it on this way. Your externals in AverMedia. Oh, for the Elgato software? Yeah, that makes sense. I know, I haven't built it yet. I've been so busy, and then like every piece that I'm doing on it is like I'm filming it too. So I have to I have to plan every little bit of effort that I do on that system. Okay, so I've got this here. We can go here and run it to the back. I think that's the safest way, just to keep the distance of cables to a minimum, because we've got one cable here. If this one starts here and then it just has to run up, and then we'll have another set of cables running to the back. I think that's how we want to do it here. I have all the stuff for it, and I've been working on it. I just haven't built the system yet. Put it right there. Build your exact same PC. Nice. This is a killer PC. It was boring before the stream. Well, I'm glad it's not boring now. 8 fans in it. Hey, there you go. More fans means better cooling. I've had someone in here a few times who's like, you don't need that many fans. Like, aren't you going overboard? You're like, no. You can never have too much cooling, you guys. More cooling, more better. Especially if you want to upgrade down the road, then you have, you know, better cooling for better components. Five fans in a micro ATX case, that should be more than enough. Yeah, anywhere you can put a fan, put a fan. Speaking of which, I didn't order enough fans for this because originally, like I was saying, I had planned on putting the glass piece on top and then mounting the Hydro Shift CPU cooler here. So I ordered 2 more fans today, and those will go over here. But that won't hold us back. And since I'm taking this to Loot Fest at the end of the month, I have plenty of time to add those fans in. Yeah, I'm gonna build the sleeper PC this week. Potentially tomorrow. It's gonna look sick. Can I build you a PC? Go to redeckengineer.com and order one, and I will build it for you. Been playing on a Switch for 5 years. Dang. I didn't realize the Switch has been out that long. I guess it has been. It wasn't something I really paid attention to when it came out. I put this on backwards, didn't I? Put this over here like this. Let's see how far. This might be better for the build in terms of hiding the cables. I just don't know what sort of pass-throughs we have down there. And we do have one. How far is that going to reach? I mean, it still reaches pretty well back here. I think we'll leave it like that. Nothing's free. Fractal Design R3. I can't remember which one the R3 is. Is that an older key, like a little bit older, or is that new? No, I cannot lime. I don't really make any real amount of money off of YouTube. I make my money off of PC builds. It's a little bit older. Okay. I'll say, like, I don't recognize that name. All right, let's get some of this stuff plugged in back here. I don't see what that is now. Let's see what that looks like. Oh, yeah, just a nice little, like, budget tower. I think these are the R5s that's showing, but yeah, just a nice little, like, almost like a workstation tower nowadays. Anyone remember his passcode? Hopefully not. You didn't see anything. 74325, wrong. If someone guesses my passcode, I'll give you a sticker. 1234, wrong. Oh, the door opens on the front of it? That's cool. Okay, USB port right there. And it's gonna go up here. What's your opinion on Intel i7s?
LMR red.
You mean like the new Core Ultra 7s, or what are we talking about? There's been a lot of i7s over the years. Why you no want to work? Jeez, it's a tight fit. Okay, so these cables, I think what we'll end up doing is we'll run them through this guy here. So they're a little bit managed as they come out. And then we'll run them right up to the controller. I probably, actually, you know what? I could totally just put this controller right here at the base. This thing will totally fit right here, right? Put it just like that. I think that's what we'll end up doing. I'll do it towards the end so that I have all the rest of my stuff in here, but I think that's where we'll put it. Everything should reach that. Like this one will definitely reach that. The top should be able to come straight down and reach it. I think that's our plan here. Got an extra controller that we don't need. I have like 6 of those in the back. Building your first bad camera angles. How dare you, Mark? Where else would I put them? I mean, I can't put it farther over because then it would be in all my camera shots when I film videos, and I have all that back there. Where else would I put it? You just be happy you can see what I'm doing, okay? Building your first PC, are you familiar with the ROG? I haven't used them because they're kind of overpriced in my opinion. It will fit through the grommet holes to run the tubes through the back, like on like this case. Yeah, so you would be able to fit the tubes through right here. The question is more about, can you fit the CPU cooler block through that space? And that question, I don't have a good answer for you. Because you should be able to, like, you can take this piece off, which I'm going to do because it's been annoying me. You can take that piece off, you can slot the tubes through here, then you just have to know if you can fit your cooler block. I mean, it seems like it should fit through there and then reach down. Whether your tubes are long enough to do that, I don't know. Okay, let's get our CPU cooler in here now. Speaking of CPU coolers. Can I just run the 24 pin right behind the fans? The 24 pin connects right here, and then it's just gonna go whatever to the power supply. Okay, gotta take these fans out because we have more uni fans to replace them with. This is the Lianli Hydro Shift. Stay. The PC case is a Lianli 011 Vision Compact. You can find all of the specs. If you type in ! specs, it'll tell you everything that's in the system, or you can go to the video description and there are affiliate links to all of the components. Got the deep cool matrix. Can't even buy those here anymore. Yeah, GPU shortage is an unfortunate thing. Personally, like this is like $100 less than the, or maybe not quite that much, but this is quite a bit less than the Asus AIO, and it looks a lot better. Personally, I wouldn't go with the Asus one. I'm sure it works fine, but the price to performance on it is just, it's just not great, you know? Okay, these guys are all tethered together naturally. Actually. Just kidding. Okay, get those out of the way. And now, okay, yeah, so the tubes technically could move around because they're kind of fitted into here. This is just a little plastic block there, but Okay, we got to think about how this gets connected. I think, yeah, so this goes in like the show. Yep, and there's plenty of room. Okay, cool. So when I put this in here, like this, not that it matters much with this setup, but tails for the fans ideally go that way. All right, let's get our last set of fans out of here. Got the new 7600. That's a great little CPU, man. What up, Soul Reaper? How we doing? Camera glasses would be awesome. Oh, that would be cool. Or like a GoPro on my head or something. I just don't know how to do that well. Like everything that I read about like trying to live stream with a GoPro, like in like with like a computer and stuff, it didn't seem like it was very good. And maybe I'm wrong, and maybe that's changed in the like 3 years that it's been since I've thought about doing that. I don't know. If someone has ideas for how to do that well, I'm all ears. Oh, the other thing, I forgot to take these out. I want your opinion. Should you wait for? I didn't see your comment, man. Chill out. Should you wait for the 9070 XT? I mean, we don't know much about it yet, so it's hard to say. I mean, if you're an AMD fan, I would say it's worth waiting. It seems like their price, it's gonna be a budget, it's not gonna be like a 5080 killer. It's gonna be fighting with like the 5070 and 5070 Ti. Have I seen them like in person? No. I do have some on order. They'll be here in a couple days. Got a ROG X8070, 9800 X3D, Corsair Vengeance, 16 gigs. I mean, platinum is technically better, but it's definitely not a necessity. Like this, the power supply we have in here is a 80 plus platinum, but you don't necessarily need to spend the money on that. $5090 is $7,000. I mean, getting one off eBay here is like almost that much. It's crazy. I got the Nvidia branded ones. Those are the only ones I was able to get. I'm working with Newegg Business to see if I can get some more on order so that I can have them available for new customer builds, but no luck so far. Yeah, it's gonna have to be this way. I mean, the 5060 doesn't exist yet, so like, I mean, they just recently even announced that they were going to do a 5060. You mean like a 4060? Yo, Mr. Rainbow with another $10. Thank you so much. To live stream from your GoPro to YouTube, you'll need a GoPro Hero 7, black or newer. Can I do that like through a computer though? Because I don't want to do direct from a GoPro. That's my problem, is like I don't want to like just have a GoPro. Like I want it to just like be added to my system. That's the part I haven't figured out yet. someone that got their hands on it. I mean, maybe like a test version or something, but like they're not being sold yet. They don't even have a release date yet. Yeah, these are Liam Lee fans, Renato. Yeah, the hard part, Chris, is that they stopped building 4070 Ti Supers, 4080 Supers, and 4090s in October. Like, that was the final run of those GPUs, and so, like, that's why they're so hard to find right now, because they stopped making them ahead of the 50 series launch. The 4060s where you live are 6,000. What country are you in? And what currency is that? Richard, I can be your side chick if you want. Having to live in Florida by chance, been wanting to build my first gaming PC, but I'm a hands-on person. No, I'm in Idaho. I have lots of videos and stuff to help show you how to build it, but yeah, no, I can't help you in person, that's for sure. There we go. All right, those are all installed. Oh, interesting, like you use your internet connection. Okay, here's that. I need the bolts for the top, which I remember are over here. Bring this down. Technically this tray comes out, but I don't think we need to do that. I'm gonna bias this over to the front as much as possible so that there's more room for the rear fans back there that we're gonna add later. Who else likes computer hardware? I do. If anybody gets a 5080, I'll trade my 4070 Ti Super in cash. I don't know that too many people are gonna take you up on that. Average salary is $500 a month. That is makes it pretty hard to buy high-end hardware. I mean, if they were going to give you a lot of cash for it and you already had a good GPU, I could see that. But if you were intending to use it yourself when you bought it, I would say nobody wants to make that trade. As far as fans is the correct approach, 6 reverse, 3 bottom inside, 2 standard on the back. That would be ideal if you can get them. Unfortunately, like the reverse blade versions of these fans, of these specific fans, are just like non-existent right now. So we went with the standard ones, but that would be the ideal. That way you always see the pretty side, quote unquote. 14900K is better. You always, I mean, the best location for an AIO is pretty much always on top. Better for heat dissipation, and then all of your air bubbles will get trapped up in the radiator, not in the CPU cooler block, which is typically where the pump is. How am I going to mount the GPU? Just Gonna put it into the thing. There's only one way to mount it with the BTF stuff because it gets its power through these pins right here. So you have to do a direct mount into the motherboard. It's okay to dream. Oh, I think I shifted these a little too far. Back these off just a little bit. There we go. Are power supplies universal throughout the world? Typically, yes. If you buy it in Europe versus in the US, you should just get a different cable for it. But they're typically rated for the voltage range for all of like the standard voltages that are used in the world. At least for like Europe, North America, South America. I don't know what like China and them use, to be honest, so I couldn't tell you if it works there, but everywhere else it definitely works. The Antec C8's a pretty awesome case. Yeah, I mean, you can put it on the side. You just want to make sure that the top of the radiator is above the CPU cooler block. All right. It's in there. Do one thing here to help hide this. Okay. I put it in backwards. Cool.
Why is it bad for the pump to get air bubble in it?
Yeah, pumps don't like air. Like that's like a universal thing. Pumps do not like air, so getting air in your pump will kill it. Just do it like that. I probably should have put that on the inside, huh? Fine. Wasting one of my precious white. Precious white zip ties. No, pumps, air in a pump causes cavitation, and that is detrimental, one, to efficiency of the pump, and two, it will cause the pump to fail. It's not just about noise, and it's not just about cooling efficiency. It will actually cause your pump to fail. Take it from a mechanical engineer, aka me. That'll hide it. Okay. Now we just gotta clip it. Boom. Now it's like running all the way up there. Okay. Why do they put the CPU fan thing in the front? What are they doing? That's okay. We're utilizing a chassis fan, so we'll just have to set the CPU fan minimum requirement to 0 in the BIOS. Otherwise, it'll freak out. I think... Yeah, I think we can point this up like that. Okay. Let's get these unzip tied. I mean, 5080 Super, well, 5080 Super doesn't exist yet, so 5080 just came out. Ask me how I know. Wait. I still want to fab my own case. That would be really cool. Yeah, hopefully I answered you guys' questions about pumps. Tell them to imagine using a straw with a hole in the side. Yeah, exactly. You think 5080 Ti will have 24 gigs of VRAM? Nobody knows. We'll find out. I'm gonna use the included spatula, but we'll use the thermal paste that we have on hand because it's good stuff. Arctic MX6. What are my thoughts on release? You mean like the 50 series release? I mean, the 50 series release was a disaster. Which is better, a personal computer or a private computer? Well, hopefully your personal computer is private, because otherwise people will steal your data, steal your information. Don't want that. Just doing a little pre-spreading of the thermal paste here. It's not totally necessary, but I like to do it. If I have to put my own thermal paste on, like if it isn't pre-applied, then I like to pre-spread it too. It's kind of hard to do when it's in the case already though, not gonna lie. That's pretty well spread. I'm gonna grab a paper towel real quick. Or did I use all my paper towels? I might have used all my paper towels. I need to get some more. Well, this microfiber cloth is kind of dirty already. Guess we'll use that. Okay. There we go. That is in there. And then the way they showed this installed is with these tubes at the top. I'm sure you can rotate all that stuff around if you want, but we'll just do it that way. Oh, I know you're making a joke, but I figured I'd answer it. I heard a theory that Nvidia released the 50 series knowing that they had a supply shortage just to try and reestablish base MSRP before tariffs were placed. possible. It could also be possible they just had a bunch of issues with their initial manufacturing. If you started with had the pump and the radiator. Yeah. I may start the component gathering process to build the next machine. It's about time. About time, Hatfield. Give it back. Give it back. Anybody know what I did wrong? Anybody catch it? Anybody? Anybody? Before I tell you, does anyone know what I did wrong here? One of the wide fish tank cases, I just find weird where the PSU is placed. Yeah, it's kind of weird. It's in like the center of it. Plastic. Yep. Almost forgot.
You got the shipping address wrong for that PC.
Got the shipping address wrong for that PC? I'm not shipping it at all. I'm driving it down to Texas for Loot Fest. Oh, hold on. These things are... And then he's just going to take it from there. Chat asked Red about the plastic left on his AIO for his personal PC. Hey, it was an air cooler, thank you. But yeah, I did do that. That's the only other time I've ever done that on a build, and like I never did it on a customer build before. Obviously, I didn't do it here technically either because I caught it. But yeah, my personal PC was running for like a year with the what's it called? With that plastic on the CPU cooler block. Crazy. Crazy. Get in there. In between those fins. You can do it. There we go. Nice. It's annoying that this is... Oh, I guess it only had one of those cables for the fans. Okay. Never mind. Disregard what I was going to say. Whew. Fit a fat old SATA power cable through there. What the heck? Gotta fit this guy through there and it doesn't fit? You're telling me? Is that what you're telling me? Oh, is it gonna fit through there? Nice and gentle like. Boom. Put a zip tie on these two guys out the back. So they stay nice and tight together. Okay. Let's see. I know you put your motherboard upside down. I did not. How dare Don't goof on your 11th gen supercomputer. Always clean the cooling block and CPU before paste anyway. Yeah. The paste I'm running is Arctic MX6. Good stuff. I've done a decent amount of testing last year, or maybe even the year before at this point, with the with different CPU thermal pastes, and that stuff does really, really well. Okay. Okay, so that's how we're gonna do that. I need this to connect to USB at the bottom. So I think we'll run these guys up through here. Tighten that one down just to keep it from going anywhere. To be fair, I work with a lot of used parts, so I never expect it to the new ones. All right. Would have had a hot CPU? Yeah, definitely. That would have been a pretty toasty CPU, that's for sure. Richard would have been like, why does my gaming performance suck? I'd be like, well, it sucks to suck, bro. And then I'd be like, oh yeah, actually, it's probably my fault. Okay. Route all that stuff down through here. Route all that stuff down through here. And there's my USB. Second USB port of 2. Good thing that's all we need for this. Okay, there's all that stuff connected in there. And then all I have left here is a SATA power cable, which I assume we'll probably run it back down in that same direction. Somewhere down there, and then this guy is not getting utilized at all. So we'll just run him back through here as well. And he'll get tied down right there. All right, so everything is in there, besides the GPU, of course. What do we want to do next? I think I want to plug this guy in next. About a gigabyte AIO. The gigabyte thermal paste is probably fine. Yo, Scott, thank you for the sub. Yeah, Arctic MX6 was one of the best. I'm trying to remember the other one. Okay, so plan here, and I'm not gonna put the sticky part in yet. We'll just kind of mock it up in a sense. Okay, that guy in there, that guy in here. Okay, so this guy, I'm gonna snake him behind that power supply. So he's probably gonna have to go here, this port, because it's closest. Yep, so then this guy, we'll cable manage him through there. It's got a magnet on the bottom, so technically we don't actually need to adhere it at all in case Richard ever wants to like change stuff. We can just leave it down like this. Okay, and this guy is gonna get fed through here as well. Is this long enough to fit through that too? Probably is. Just like that. And then all we have to do is get these guys out of our way. Okay, so now that's all nice and managed down there. Got our 3 SATA cables here. We can start putting in the rest of our power cables, to be honest. Let's do that. Oh wait, hold on. Yeah, we can do that for now. Good cable management, thank you, David. Are you building a PC at Loot Fest? I don't have one planned yet. But I would love to. Like either I bring all the stuff with me to do it, or like show up and we like go to Micro Center, or I go to Micro Center beforehand and buy it all. That would be really cool. I don't even know how to open this thing. Cybernetics ATX 3.1. How many fans do you connect on a single PWM port? You can connect a lot to them. If you daisy chain them, you can connect a lot. Because like the port can put out like 1.5 amps or something like that. And each fan takes like 1/10 of that. Yeah, so the new ones, the new version of this, instead of having these USB device connections here, there's actually like a hub that's separate, which is really cool. Obviously, we didn't get that model, but it is pretty cool. Richard's rich, man. Yeah, the new one has PWM connections on it too. Like if someone put in an order on Friday, can run over. Yeah, exactly. Look at how nice this friggin' bag is too. Lee and Lee. We love Lee and Lee here. Yeah, the magnetic removable hub. It's super cool. Richard, do you want to keep any of these boxes? I wasn't planning on bringing any of them. Okay, power supply cable. We don't need that right now. All right, cool. All right, let's see what we got here. Ooh, that's fancy. Look at that SATA cable. I love that. Old SATA cable. Ugh. Ugh. Nobody wants that. It's funny, they give you such fancy cables and then they're all gonna be hidden. All right, CPU power, done. Motherboard power, need that. Is that another, nope, it's PCIe, 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 PCIe. Jeez, that's a lot of PCIe cables. Motherboard connection, which we technically can't use because we already used up all the connections on the motherboard, but we didn't connect anything to this. So we'll leave that out. Don't come at me. USB to USB. Another SATA. GPU power. That's it. Oh, there's our other CPU power. Okay. Your closet is already pretty full of boxes, dude. Mine too. Mine too. Richard, adopt you. Don't think that's gonna happen, Sherry. Richard has kids of his own. Okay. Let's start working on some of these power cables. Oh yeah, totally, Renato. No question is a dumb question. I don't know what the point of having these back here is because there's nothing's, I don't need it. Okay, now's where cable management really needs to get good. Can you have an internal USB hub? In the computer tower? Yeah, of course. If you need like more USB 2.0 or the 3.0 internal connections, totally. Okay, there we go. That's nice and in there. Go. That one's nice and in there. Hey, don't get caught on that stuff. Stop getting caught on stuff. So I think we'll run it right through there and then it'll connect in. So that should be the end of our cable run here. My computer has an NZXT fan controller. So my wife was in here when you were asking me questions, and thankfully she wasn't paying attention. Whew! It's a close one. It's a close one, chat. Mrs. Richard may or may not know about his new computer build. I think he was gonna broach that subject as late as possible. I think is the the way I would describe it. Okay. think this one will actually use this. Yeah, there's our motherboard power. I think this one, or I think these are long enough. We'll be able to run it through maybe this guy down here. And then up to the motherboard or power supply. My gosh, this got all sort of twisted. There we go. Okay, and then this guy will go up and in. And then GPU power is right back here. I know, Richard's cooked. Your reward for helping out at Loot Fest. Wait, am I doing this for free? I'm not, he paid me for it already. That's seated all the way? There we go. Heard the clip that time. How long is this? Can I go like... Like these things make a lot more sense when the cables are visible inside the case. This is a pretty long cable. Or honestly, we can go through here with the power supply cables. Like that. Okay, and then the last thing is our SATA. Kaba, type in ! Specs, or wow, Richard's on it. Before I could even respond. There you go, there's the full specs. The case is the O11 Vision Compact from Lee & Lee. There's a lot of Lee & Lee stuff in this build. Wouldn't fit the ride home. All right, so we got all this stuff in here. I'm gonna get our power supply and the bolts. Look, more white cable ties. Or zip ties, I should say, not cable ties. Thought I lost a bolt there for a second. Okay, so go. Got that cable snaked in behind. Got other cables stuck back here though. There we go. Now, those are crazy. What's crazy? Yeah, exactly. He's helping me my fuel efficiency. Hopefully I can sell both computers, or hopefully I can sell the sleeper PC while we're there as well. That way I don't have to bring it home either. Is it overkill? Is it? What's my opinion on what? On cookies? I like cookies. The white was too bright, far too distracting. That's right. All right, so here's my CPU. my CPU stuff right there. Let's snake this guy up through here. Can I undo this guy for a second? Give myself a little more breathing room. So I can run this guy up through there. Run my SATA power through there. I got my motherboard cables here. Oh yeah, I'm liking how that's looking. I'm liking how that's looking, because then we're gonna put a cable tie right on this. Bundle that together like that. The 12 HP power is the only one it's very long. Okay, it's not too bad. Got one of these nice long boys. Yeah. Make it easy. Type Chancho. No, Chancho, I'd never leave you. Just need to borrow some sweets. Okay, so we got that. And I think what we can do here is I'm gonna undo this guy. Stop rotating on me, Susan. Okay. I'll undo this guy. Undo this guy. Why is this live stream just became so relaxing? I always live stream my builds. Without giving any secrets, what are the parameters for a sleeper PC? So the idea for a sleeper PC is that it's built in an old case, and from the exterior, it's going to look like an old case. But we've got a 7800X 3D in it. We've got a 7800 XT in it. And then we had to do a bunch of case modifications to get it all to fit and work properly. Other than that, so those are extra PCIe ports. I don't think we need to use the extra PCIe ports at all. I probably should have checked before I cable managed all this other stuff, but okay. Okay, it does say or. So it says use like this one or these ones. So we're good there. So it's maybe not perfect cable management, but I think it's pretty decent. What do you guys think? You guys think that's pretty decent cable management? I don't love that route. I don't love that. I kind of want to redo that. It's not a mess. There's just a lot of extra cable length in the back because of the style of board we have. There we go. Yeah, I like that better. But yeah, I just have all this extra cables, like, it's kind of the way it goes. Cooling on sleeper should be pretty good. So I've got 3 intake fans, 2 exhaust, and 2.5 exhaust fans. That'll make more sense when you see it. And then it's got a 240 millimeter AIO for the CPU. All right, so all that stuff's connected. Boom. Now you don't even see it anymore. Like it was never even there. Oh, come on. It's a little stiff. You wanna know how confident I am in my build? Putting everything but the side panel back on. That's how confident I am. I haven't even gotten the GPU in here yet. Get that bad boy off there. And I think we can put this guy on here. A little cover for our bolts. There you go. Now you don't even see the bolts anymore. It did come with these, but I honestly think it looks fine without them. Richard, do you want these on there? I feel like these would not add to the aesthetic. Meh. Okay, cool. Yeah, we'll just leave this out for now. All right. Who's ready to see the GPU go in? Got a pre-built? That's fair. I mean, I build pre-builts, technically. Yeah, there's a lot of stuff in that case, and having it be a BTF board really makes it a lot harder just because it's so, everything is just in the back. There's no length being used up to go to the front of the case, you know? All right, BTF 4070 Ti Super from Asus. Oh, you're talking about the sleeper. Oh, yeah. It's a tight fit in that old case, I'm not gonna lie. Oh, look, it even comes with a little support. You don't need that though, because there's a built-in support here. And your 12 HP power pin or something? Oh, just the cable thingy. All right. Oh yeah, GPU's white too. Can't have a black GPU with this build. Crazy? Nice hair. Oh, thank you. Just happy it's sticking around, you know? I did get a haircut though. That's probably what you're referring to. Look at all these ports too. 2 HDMI ports and 3 display ports. Asus wasn't skimping. No tabs on the plastic though. Goodness gracious. Skimped on the quality of their plastic though. Just tears itself to pieces when you try and pull it off. Oh good, they at least gave me tabs for the ones on the fans. It's very thoughtful. Okay. No more plastic. Hold the GPU to the camera. You got it. All right, so here it is. The Asus TUF 4070 Ti Super BTF. So you got 3-fan design. It says TUF Gaming. That's what it looks like from the front. And then you'll notice we've got your standard PCIe, and then this is also power for the board. Pretty cool. This is a 2-slot board. Looks like we'll use slots 2 and 3 like usual. I mean, it was pre-sold before I built it. Okay. First time doing this. Oh, we need to take these guys off. At least some of them. Okay. Everything's kind of seated. Kind of half seated. Going nice and slow here. There we go. This panel, I think, was a little bowed out, so it was kind of like I was having to push against this panel a little bit so that the PCI slot and stuff would line up. There we go. Your computer's a stormtrooper. That's cool. This kind of looks like a stormtrooper. We've got our little graphics card support. Oh man. I have to take this back off. Little graphics card support here. Let's make sure that doesn't look like it's sagging at all. It doesn't. Okay. There we go. And now, you can't even see it, but there's a little support under here that's holding up this end of the GPU now too. So there's no sag, which would be extra bad in a GPU where it gets its power from the motherboard itself. So there it is. Our zero cable PC build with a 14900K and a 4070 Ti Super. She's looking real pretty. Real pretty. All right, let's put the back on. What do we think? What do we think? Guys, it looks so good. And you really can't, I mean, like, you can kind of see this cable down here if you look for it. And you can kind of see this one back here if you look for it. But besides that, like, you really don't see cables. I guess there's just no cables there. It's about time. Okay. You guys know what time it is? It's time for the first power on of this beautiful, beautiful PC. So I need all of you, and I mean all of you, to post in the chat your favorite emoji before we power this thing up. I'm gonna get the mood set. I'm gonna, dim the lights and all that good stuff. But that's what I need you all to do. Mean Dean coming with a play button. Love that. Ghosts, classic. Love it. Fire emojis from Richard. No ESD strap. Don't need it. I use these rubber gloves to keep from shocking stuff, and they also keep the oils in my hands from getting on anything. Yo, what up, Space Face? Welcome in. You're here just in time. Moogas. Ooga booga. All right, y'all. So, we have the i9 14900K, a 4070 Ti Super BTF, no cable. Got a bunch of Lee & Lee fans, Lee & Lee Hydro Shift AIO, the Asus TUF Gaming Z790 motherboard, 48 gigabytes of CL32 6400 RAM from Team Group. We've got 3 total terabytes of Gen 5 SSDs, 1000-watt power supply from Lee & Lee, and that's it. Oh, the Lee & Lee 011 Vision Compact. First ever power on. If I can find the power button, it's over here. There it is. There it is, folks. How beautiful is that? How beautiful is this? I didn't mess up. That's right. Looks great. That's right, Dr. Beamer. It's also like completely silent right now. Lee & Lee, feel the difference. It is, Mariah. I agree. What up, Colin? What do you think, Richard? What do you think? Work of art, thank you, mean. So crazy, though. Literally my build, but in white. That's awesome. Yeah, I posted as far as it would go. When you don't have anything connected to it, you'll get the white and green light. But yeah, it posted, so we're good. Aside from the almost plastic CPU murder, I would have figured that out in testing for sure. But I'm glad I caught it. Gosh, it's such a good looking computer. Why can't I just build these all the time? GPU gets power through the motherboard. It still has the 12 HP power connector. The 12 HP power connector just goes into the motherboard and then through some pins right here. So there's additional pins for the GPU to provide power. No power. There is a power supply. It's in the back. The plan is to fit 2 exhaust fans here. I ordered 2. And there should be space for both of them. I mean, not to brag, but my fans have the LCDs. Okay. Okay. No, my camera's been flickering tonight. I don't want to touch it. You gotta drop $10 for me to mess with the camera. In the case right now, there are 9 fans. We changed up the layout a little bit right before the stream. So I'm gonna add 2 more here, so it'll have 11 fans total. I ordered them today, so they'll come in whenever, and I'll put them in. Your fans follow you wherever you go. Are they in your pocket by chance? Could you look at the cable management? No, it's too late. It's too late. You'll have to go back and rewatch the stream. You're too late, Kookie. I need help with my PC. Can you help? I mean, maybe. Probably not on a live stream. They're pretty expensive. They're like $130 per set. Versus these were under 100. More than your computer, David? More than most computers, I would say, to be honest. No, Nikita, so these 3 fans on the bottom and these 3 fans here are pulling air into the case. These 3 on the top, and then the 2 that we'll add on the back will be exhaust. When did Indian girls get into PC building? Yeah, it definitely should be easy to change down the road if he wants to upgrade them. Probably next year. Next year I'll show up and we'll upgrade his whole system. 5500. Depending on your power supply, that would support a 1070. No, I told you, you gotta give me 10 bucks. $10 for me to move the camera. Yeah, so I was like, if you ever want to get them, just wait till I'm in Texas the next time, and I'll put them in for you. Power supply is 500 watt. That might not be enough for a 1070. You probably should look that up. But like, search for like a power supply wattage calculator. Fractal Design makes good fans. That's right. Got to charge for those picks now. Space Ace, you have an 850. Nice. Chill with the all caps, Alex. I already told you yes. You just need to check if your power supply can handle it. They all use the same thing. It's a PCIe port. You just stick your thing in there. 5600 6650 XT. It's solid for 1080p gaming. Yeah. I don't think you'll be able to play anything above 1080p with that. Maybe like Fortnite or Rocket League or something like that. But if you're playing 1080p, you're solid. Yeah, we were hoping to be able to do AM5 with this system, but unfortunately, Asus is slipping, and they haven't done AM5 with it yet. All right, y'all. That's it. We're done. We built it. It's ready to ship. No, I'm just kidding. A bunch of work to do on it, but oh my gosh, Mr. Rainbow coming in clutch over here for Ghost. All right, all right. Just for you, Ghost. There she is. Don't want to reset my tripod. There she is. Glowing. Here, I'll turn it sideways, and then we'll be able to get closer. Everybody, you're looking at it sideways. There you go. That's my gaming computer right there. She pretty expensive. That's what she is. Pretty expensive. Yeah, it'll ship out in a Mazda in 3 weeks. Just upgraded from a 960 to a 5080. Whew! That's quite the upgrade, Leonardo. Red RGB does look good. Yeah, MSI too. They haven't done it yet either. Yeah, that's a crazy, crazy upgrade, Leonardo. If Ghost had the money, he would buy my gaming computer, but it's kind of expensive. What up, Yas? How we doing? Ain't no way, what? What's the GPU I should get? A 3060 Ti or a B570 Intel? I would probably go B570, but I honestly haven't looked at the performance between the two. Yeah, you got a gifted earlier, Mr. Rainbow. Mr. Rainbow gave a bunch of, or gave 5 gifted members earlier. It is expensive to ship, especially since that thing weighs like 80 pounds. Computer has a Seasonic 550. It's a bit anemic for newer stuff. All right, y'all. That's the end of the stream. Calling it a night. Gonna go eat dinner. I'm hungry. Gotta go get some sleep. Hey, Mr. Rainbow, thank you so much for all the donations. Much love, dude. You have a good night. Get some sleep. I know, it's over, yes. You're gonna have to go back and watch it now. You have to go back and watch the VOD. Good night, everybody. 2+ hour build. It's not bad. It's not bad. I mean, for something that's like, I've never built with this radiator. I've never built with this board. I've never built in this case. I feel pretty good about 2.5 hours. All right, y'all. Till next time. Good night. Good night, goodbye.